Have you ever experienced telling someone your experience or what you know, and they look you straight in the face and they say, that's not what happened or that's not true? Now, can you imagine spending majority of your life believing them? Welcome back to my channel, Honey Bunches. If you are new here, my name is Mouse. Today, we're going to talk about owning your reality when you have been conditioned to do otherwise. When you grow up in a way where you are trusting and you're just so trusting and you believe that everyone has a good heart. I used to believe that, like, if someone challenged my reality or my perspective on something, I believed that they must be right. Like, something must have been, I must have missed something, or I'm remembering incorrectly, because why would they say otherwise? Right? I knew I wouldn't say otherwise, but it's like, why would they? I got to a point where I felt that my experience, like I needed someone to validate my experience, right? Like, did this just happen? Did I just see what I saw? Did I experience what I experienced? Do I know what I know? And that's such a tough place to be in. Such a tough place to not be able to trust yourself. And then you go into adulthood, and because you're used to that, you attract those type of scenarios and situations, and then it just keeps happening. And that's how you experience the world. I am just now getting to a point where I can see clearly, and it's because of, like, I have found this love within myself and bloomed her. That I'm just now getting to this point of, like, I don't need anyone else to validate my reality. But it took me so long to get here because I was so trusting and or just so trusting of other people. And it was almost as if I was experiencing the world, like I needed the world to tell me what was the right way to experience the world. What I'm trying to say is, I needed permission to experience the world the way I was experiencing the world. And most of the time I didn't get it. But I realized with this love that I have found that I don't need permission. I don't even desire the permission. And I have so much love and care and empathy for the version of me that did need that, because I understand, right? Like, it wasn't her fault. It wasn't my fault, right? It wasn't my fault that I experienced the world in that way, but I did. And it did affect me the way that it did. And I'm glad to no longer be in that, because that wasn't even reliable. You can't please everyone. So no matter what you do, and that was my experience, no matter what I did, it was just never enough. It was never enough. It was never good enough. But now I am always good enough for me. And I don't care if anybody sees that. And so now that I'm no longer in that place, and let me explain how I even got to this change. I got to this change because, one, the self-love piece, but where I noticed the shift, I was having a conversation with someone where we had two different realities. And for me, the way that I would always handle that is, okay, we need to find a common ground, because your experience can be just as valid as my experience. But for us to work together, we have to find a middle ground here. And most of my experience, and in this particular situation, the person only wanted to, or only made space to see their own reality. They wasn't holding space for mine. They wasn't even, it's just like, okay, it just is what it is. Like, and I'm not saying that people have to, but in order for you to, like, if you're doing anything interpersonally, family, relationships, friendships, anything, like, you have to hold space for both. And that just wasn't happening. And normally I would do everything I could to try to bridge that gap. Like, okay, you don't understand, so, like, maybe let me explain it more. Let me break it down more. Let me further validate your experience to let you know that I'm not trying to be against you. I'm trying to find a middle ground. Like, I would just overextend myself. And every time that I did that, it would backfire on me. It wasn't even like it just was a no. It would backfire. Like, they would take every bit of information that I said, like turn it into like a snowball and throw it back at me. Like, and I'm just sitting there like, wow, ow, like what? How did you even make that? But in this particular situation, there was no desire to do that. Like, I recognized they had a different reality than me, and neither of us was wrong. And I just was like, okay, like I see this for what it is. And that's it. Like, I just stopped. I stopped. That was the first moment that I truly chose me and my reality and what I know. I didn't need anyone else to see it. I didn't need anyone else to validate it for me. I didn't need permission. I gave myself all of that. I gave myself the permission to feel, to know. And that was it. Just knowing where that line is for yourself. For the first time, I had a boundary for myself, with myself, that I respected. Now, I want to be transparent. It's not a walk in a park now that I'm here, right? There are people who are still used to old dynamics, and they still try to challenge my reality to get me to do or feel or believe what they want me to. And the difference now is I can see the challenge, feel the challenge, and just choose differently than what I have in the past. I can choose to not engage, not absorb. And it can feel lonely, especially when majority of the people that you were around was used to this dynamic. And I don't even want to present it as a ill intent type of thing. Like, people are raised to feel that way and experience the world in that way, right? Or have had certain experiences that create that in them. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, they're just evil people lurking around. Like, they are human beings that have had certain experiences that have shaped their lives. But I no longer feed into it in that way, even though it can feel lonely sometimes, difficult sometimes, and sometimes I might not do it correctly. This has been the better option for me. And I know as I continue doing it, it will come naturally to me, and I will find safety and security, which it already feels like. But it's almost like if you've lived in a home like your entire life, and then it's like, okay, this home isn't a healthy environment, so I'm going to leave. But like, you're just out into the world and you have never experienced the world before, so it's like, yes, I know this is going to be better for me in a long time, but right now it's uncomfortable. That's where I'm at. I just wanted to highlight this moment because I know a lot of people have had that experience, and I don't see a lot of people talk about this. There's a way out. There's a way out of it, and it's really rooted in finding that love within yourself and building it, growing it in you. And I don't mean like, can you tell yourself you love yourself, or can you eat lunch with yourself? I mean, can you really sit with yourself when there's pain, when there's hurt, when you're disappointed in yourself? That's the love I'm referring to. When you make decisions and choices rooted in you giving to yourself, you want to see yourself happy, and that's the sole reason. That's the love that I'm referring to. And as you grow that, it's going to be the answer for everything. It's going to answer everything for you. And it's really beautiful. You're not going to feel alone because you got you. Always. And that's what that love will ingrain in you. That's what that love will... That's how that love will give you safety and security. Your inner self, your inner child, your future self, your higher self is waiting for your validation. It doesn't need it from anyone else. It doesn't. It doesn't even want it from anybody else. You just keep feeding it that. It's waiting for you. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I love the videos that I have been making. I've been rewatching them because it's sometimes I need a reminder, but most of it is just like, yeah, like I see her. I see this woman that I aspire to be, and I just want to give some encouragement. Your future self is waiting in the sunshine, smiling with arms wide open, just so proud of you and who you are today, because they could not be who they are without you being who you are today. They need you as you are today. They're only waiting for you to close the distance. That's all you got to do. You're right there. You're right there. So I hope you hold some space for that today. I am proud of you. They are proud of you. Keep going. You got this. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And share some love to someone in the comments today. Someone just random. Be sweet. Be nice. Share some. Be a honey bunch. Be a honey bunch. Anyways, thank you. I always appreciate when you spend time here with me, and I will see you in my next video. But while you're here,